Hey everyone, it's Mera Mangle.
And Chasity Valentino.
And welcome to another Mangled morning. Woo! Chasity Valentino, how are you?
I am here.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Blessed and highly flavored.
It is the premiere week of UK Season 7, so it's a big week. España also is premiering this week, but it's going to, of course, air like later the same day of our Mangle morning. So we're always going to be a week behind on España, so that will be coming and we'll be recapping and live reactions on Patreon. But today we are talking about Slaysian Royale, the LalaPaRuZa, also UK's premiere.
Yes.
Lots of tears and drama on Slaysian Royale especially.
There were a lot of tears.
So we're going to get into all that. But before we get started, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and join the Patreon where you can see all kinds of additional content you can't see on YouTube. Plus you're helping support the channel. Now you can also support the channel by tipping on Venmo or Cash App or the YouTube thanks, which we'll go over at the end of the video. So let's go ahead and dive right into Slaysian Royale. So first of all, the way they did the rating challenge I thought was really cute. Fortune tellers.
Yeah, I loved
twist.
the fun twist.
It's a smart twist on it.
Because, after a while, those challenges start to get kind of boring. So I was like, okay. So last week we had a different spin on Snatch Game.
What'd you think of that? It wasn't really Snatch Game.
Yeah.
But it was commercials. They
Yeah.
were fun for that. But
it was fun, but it wasn't really Snatch Game. But the reading
this still felt like reading.
The reading challenge was still reading, well, for some.
Yeah.
Because some really missed the mark.
Actually, though, I would say it was really just Kiana and Brigadine that really struggled with it.
Yeah.
Like 4 people got good jokes, and that's a lot.
Yeah. They did have some good jokes in there, and I was like, okay, I see this.
You could tell based on the edit that Suki got 4 jokes.
Yeah.
And then Arizona, both of hers were funny, but we only saw 2. And so I was like, okay, well, she's not winning.
Yeah.
It showed all, And boy, Suki winning this mini challenge gave her an excessive amount of advantages.
I think I said last time, Suki doll is really growing on me, and I really enjoy her. Arizona, I really enjoy. And I was happy to see Yuha so excited after coming in with a win. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the confidence boost I think she needed.
Well, sure. It didn't really translate
it's what she
here.
needed. Didn't work out well. I blame it on the mullet.
I can't believe no one brought that up. Wearing the same thing she wore last week. Same hair, same earrings, and also in red. Different dress, but red.
I hate that hair.
I do too.
I'm just going to be honest. I don't like the mullet. I don't know why it made a comeback. I can't stand, and I really can't stand the mullet and the porn stash.
It's from people that weren't there when we were at the tail end of it, where it was like people we knew, like as kids, people still had them, and we were like, ooh,
business in
but
the front.
But it's the kids that weren't around for that. You know,
I did have a rat tail though back in the day.
I didn't, but everyone I knew did.
I had a rat tail back in the day.
So Suki gets to give one queen a disadvantage, and then also pick her song and her opponent. That's way too many advantages, I think.
Is it though? Because it didn't work out.
I mean, it depends on what you consider work out. At the end of the day, though, they're doing the tournament to spin.
Yeah.
Oh, there was only one spin because half the decisions were already made because of Suki. Let's go ahead and go through the lip syncs and just go through them in order. First one was Suki versus Yuha.
Literally watching Yuha pretty much just bow down.
Point and just put all the attention on Suki. But also, considering Suki got to pick this song, I thought she was going to really turn it out. And I thought she did fine.
Yeah, she did okay. It wasn't showstopper.
No, and she didn't didn't wrap her mouth around all the words and every lyric. I want you to
But Sasha said she did.
So I think, first of all, every time they cut to Sasha in the lip sync, she did not look entertained.
She did not, and she was like, "Oh, you knew all the words, and I personally know how hard it is to lip sync."
She said that song is hard, and y'all made it look hard, is what she was saying. Clearly, they were just told to give general feedback because they were just very nice. When she started off her feedback at the end, she goes, "It was." And she took a significant pause.
There was a big pause, and I was like, "Oh, she's about to read."
And the way she did that was that was the answer.
Yeah,
but then she had to say what she had to say. That, it was hard, and y'all were da da da. But she did say to the next group, "This is why I came to Slaysian Royale." Basically saying here's finally a good lip sync because this was by far the weakest.
She said, "I came here to see what'd she say? I came here to seek a drag," or something like that. Something to that effect.
But she did say it to this group. She said it to the next one. Basically, this is what I came here for.
Yeah. This is what I want to see.
There's a part in the song where, it's the whole, deep breath, moment. And, Yuha opens her mouth slightly. But Suki doesn't do it at all.
Suki looked sexy, but Yuha, I just never, like, what
All
are
the
you
drug
doing?
references in both lip syncs, too, were tired. Like, everything was just a little tired. It was a little weak sauce. Like,
Yeah.
clearly not a normal performer. Because it's interesting, though, because she can move her body in almost a dancerly way at points.
And I may have missed this.
So she might just be out the...
This could be something I've missed.
What? What do you think you missed, Gal?
Why does she have these elastic bracelets on?
I don't know.
Like,
that's
and
the least of my
I was
worries.
looking, and I just remember watching her perform, and I was like,
If you got time to look at all that, that's the problem.
why did it, like, remember the Live Strong bracelets and the breast cancer awareness and I was like, why does she have these on currently?
But see, that's the problem, is if you have time to notice that...
If I'm noticing that...
And Suki's look was one of the best looks, though.
It was
in terms
really
of the lip sync.
sexy and cute.
I just wish that she was one of the people that also just...
I thought she was going to turn it more. I really did.
Oh, it was weak. It was really weak.
Yeah.
When she did her hat... She took her hat off and the thing off at the beginning of the song before... Like, without purpose. Without purpose.
Premature
Yes.
de-dragulation. That's what I'm going
Right.
to start calling it.
This one, I think, out of the first round, is definitely the tightest battle between Brigadine and Venus.
I don't know. I wouldn't say it was tight, though. It was good.
I think this one could have gone either way.
Mm-mm.
So you think Brigadine hands down had it?
Yeah, listen, when Mama rolled up and she started with the leg choreography and she had threw those legs up.
Good. Yeah.
She threw those legs open like that. I was like, because I wasn't expecting that out of her.
It's like
for some reason.
It's like no, because we've had to see her lip sync like the past 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
This was the fourth time. It's like she's becoming a better dancer.
Yeah,
as
was
it's gone
good.
on. It's honestly like she's gotten better because like her first couple lip syncs were really weak.
Yeah, it was good.
The way she moved her body throughout was like very surprising because it's like she's warmed up.
Yeah.
Venus like delivers face, and she actually I thought the bit with the
I didn't think she delivered face for me. She was kind of like, this is going to sound harsh. She was like dead behind the eyes to me. In this specific lip sync.
I mean, if you compare it to other lip syncs she's done, like the
Yeah.
Pangina one that she turned out, it wasn't anywhere near that. I don't think they should be allowed to leave the stage because she went backstage to get her prop.
And I mean, because I was like, okay.
Because Arizona had all her props inside. the
She
costume.
did. And I was like, okay, she's going to go back there. And I'm looking as she's going down the runway, and there's this big-ass coat zipper in the back of her costume. And I'm like, oh, she's about to take that off back there and come out in something else. No, she went and got a little blower. But please, somebody...
The bits she did with the blower were really funny.
Somebody send me that little personal hand blower. If you find it on the Amazon or whatever, send me the link because I need to know.
It was funny when she was doing the wind machine, but also when she was just cleaning the stage. Because Brigadine threw that stuff, and it's like they play on that. Brigadine threw that up, and then she came out with the blower.
Like she had like a Hoover.
That's why I feel like this is out of all of them. This is definitely the closest.
It was good, but for me, she just lacked like.
Low presence.
Yeah, it was like she wasn't even there.
Brigadine definitely had a better handle on the song.
Yeah.
And next, Arizona versus Kiana.
This was the battle we had been waiting for.
This was the surprise, honestly, to me, because Kiana, obviously, and she unfortunately hyped herself up too much in terms of like telling the other girls.
Yeah.
And that's why she got the disadvantage.
And I could tell that she was so in it, and she was like the way she was standing there before they started.
They said, anything you want to say to each other first? And Arizona goes, love you, sis, or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. Kiana goes, you'll be a runner-up and you'll always be a runner-up. And she goes, can I change my answer now?
Okay. I did live for the wig reveal.
That was the fiercest split down the middle we've ever seen. We've seen a few of those, and that was the smoothest one.
I didn't really care for Arizona's costume at all. Like, in general. Like, it wasn't very cute to me.
I liked it once she took the gold baby doll dress off.
I mean, it was all right. Compared to Kiana looked like... She looked hot.
She did.
She was doing a music
She was
video.
definitely dressed for the Lip Sync for Your Life song. Obviously, I'm a big Arizona fan, but like just the way Arizona, even before she starts doing any of the stunts, the way she just kind of like shuffled to the beat across the stage was just so perfect to me.
And Kiana was trying to attack it too hard. But I was
intense.
so over the cooter pounding at the boom, boom, boom. I was just like, please stop.
And at one point she was spinning around like a dog chasing her tail.
Okay.
Like it's like she like got lost.
But no, what it was for me was the drop. The height
gives me a
like,
palpitation every time.
I was like, oh, her tailbone.
Backbreaker, right.
Majorettes do that, and they call that a drop. What drag queens call a drop is a dip.
She can do fierce and she can do sexy songs
Yeah.
and intense songs, But if it comes to something that's more subtle like this, you could tell she literally didn't know how to tackle it. Arizona, when she did the smoke thing,
She vaped through her nose.
So, and she did that on her season a few times, but like this was the smoothest she's ever done that.
It was good. I liked it the first time, but then the second time I was like, okay.
Well, and especially in the second lip sync, it was like...
Yeah, I was like, don't do it no more.
We saw you do that, though. You used that trick. You should have saved it. But I thought she definitely won this one.
Yeah.
We had another three-way lip sync.
We had a three-way.
2 weeks in a row. This one actually wasn't as messy as last week's, I felt like. Maybe because the performances were a little bit better.
They were better.
To me, Brigadine has never been a lip sync assassin. I would have never... If you told me she had won the tournament, I'd been like, well, it's rigged.
Rigged!
But she really did win this lip sync.
Yeah.
Like, she really did. Like, she was so hot. You could tell she was feeling the moment. It was her time.
But I liked everybody in the lip sync, honestly. Like, I don't think that there was anybody in this... Well, this one. You felt like somebody was lacking?
Yeah.
You felt like Suki was lacking?
Mm-hmm. There's quite a few times you can catch where Suki literally like looks at Brigadine and copies it. She does the back bend right after. You can tell that she also is a little rusty as a performer.
Yeah, but I just think there's something about her beauty that's so captivating that like makes me just.
But see, I thought Brigadine's face today was that beat with the blonde hair.
She looked good, and I loved her costume. Her costume looked rich.
She was radiant. It was like she's pregnant.
Yeah,
had the hormones glowing. I thought Arizona did well, too, but she did her thing. She did something totally different.
I think that, you know what, anybody can have a good day, and Brigadine had a good day.
She did. Well, I mean, that's her 4th win in a row, so she's had lots of good days lately. I don't know.
I'm speaking in a lip sync perspective.
No, I know.
Yes.
But I'm talking about this bitch.
Yeah.
Brigadine gets to pick somebody to save from the bottom 2. And so they're pleading their cases, and Yuha kept saying, I'm different. Yeah. And it was like, what are you really saying? Like, your drag isn't that different than... Like, what do you think you're delivering that's so different? Like, explain it.
I think she was trying to get out the fact that her thought process is so different. Like...
She was talking about how, she's cordial, she's nice to the girls, and, like, she gets along with everybody. Then Venus pleads her case, and Arizona's like, well, pointing out that's very insincere. She was just saying, like, I have the best track record, save me. People have definitely turned on Venus. After last week with Siam and this, this week with a little bit of the attitude. I still love her. I love a diva, but I can understand how it's off-putting for sure.
And I liked the golden bullet?
Balut. The golden balut. Yeah, the golden egg, golden balut. Although last year it was much more attractive. It was just the golden egg, but it was glittered.
Yeah.
This year they took the glitter off and they put those ugly ass rhinestones on there. Crooked. So then Kiana, even though the other 2 girls just pled their case, she goes, save Venus, she has the best track record. It should be me and Yuha. Basically, like, volunteering Yuha as well. But she was right.
She was right.
And I
think she knew she was going to beat Yuha.
Right. And I appreciated the passion and the directness. Arizona kind of just does that thing where, when someone looks at you the wrong type of way, and you're trying to hold it all in, and then, like, bitch, you just made me cry. Yeah. It was definitely one of those moments. And she broke her. But also, she needed that. We needed that from her. She's been funny this season, but, like, we haven't really got any depth from her. And, like, I felt like we really needed to see her heart a little.
Yeah. And we did. We saw it as she left.
Yeah, but I thought it was nice. I mean...
It was sweet. It was nice. It was an intimate moment.
The girls, like, all lifted her up, and I thought that was really nice.
I thought that was sweet.
Did. I mean, I think you pointed out, it was 100%, because we went around to each girl saying goodbye to her. I was like, this is goodbye. Like, everyone's saying bye.
And then what'd she say?
But it wouldn't have mattered if it
said, you have one more chance to, and she's like, what do you mean, bitch?
Brigadine flat out basically told her she's not saying
you're lip syncing, bitch.
She told her, you're not getting that egg. Also, Brigadine's speech. She pulled this queen works with Katya all the time. She's got a country album, the way Shangela did. Like, because her and Venus are in a girl group together in real life, along with Precious Paul and Nicole, who was the judge. Yeah. So when she was like, you're my best friend, like, that could only be Venus. She just met Kiana. She doesn't know Yuha either. But, I mean, it was a total fun misdirect. It was fun, though.
Yeah.
But Venus was like, the way she was like, chiming in over the speech was like, she was really going to have an attitude in a minute. I don't know how she would have reacted.
She was about to go there.
Because it's still got a little bit more of that diva attitude. Yeah. Like, I'm above the bottom 2.
I'm the creme de la creme, honey.
Do you think that was the right decision?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I think so.
Because this lip sync, well, first of all, we had a live band.
I didn't think... that was kind of cool.
Well, it was cool that they were there, but you could hear... We were obviously hearing the album track, which, that makes sense. Because, like, you can't... If they're ad-libbing, when a singer lip syncs live, or sings live, It's not gonna be exactly like the album.
That's what I was thinking.
They can't practice that.
I just think that Kiana slayed it, and
It's so hard.
Was there.
When Kiana is in the bottom two, that's when you could see the fight.
Yeah, she was spinning like a breakdancer.
We never seen a breakdance.
What the hell is she doing?
I thought, but
and Miss Thing's over here playing in the car.
In the first one, she was doing those references too, and then this one, she decided to make it the whole number. But like, if you're gonna do that,
she's literally on the floor cutting lines.
Right. So let's say that's what you're committed to. The bit you do afterwards better be so good that it's worth it.
I wanted some energy after you had done that bump.
She just was doing it. Like, it was...
I think she knew. She knew she was going home.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm going to go out just having a good time.
Kiana's been dressed like this all night. It's like, this is the song she was dressed for, Misbehavin'.
Yeah.
Because the song was actually really cute, too.
I liked it, too.
I think it was my favorite of the new stuff I heard. Next week, they're doing DragCon booths. Out of all the different types of design, a room or hotel or toilet, this one actually makes sense, designing a DragCon booth.
I'm excited to watch it.
I'm
excited. I'm excited for next week because we're going to make it to a top 4.
Who do you think's going to do well in the DragCon booths with their top 5?
You know what? I don't know.
Well, I think in terms of what we know, in terms of branding, actually Brigadine, Arizona, and Kiana are all great at branding. However, I could see Venus and Suki making beautiful booths. You know, like...
That's why I don't
decadent.
know. That's why I'm like...
I don't think there's anyone on paper that's a weak link for this type of challenge.
I think it's going to come down to the runway.
It's going to be tight. Kind of like my vagina.
Ooh.
Now let's move on to UK. We're going to look at their entrance, their Brit Gala look, which was just best drag, and then the runway was hometown look.
Yes. Can we just start off... Let's just call a thing.
Huh.
The makeup is terrible. It was like there were standouts, and then there were like stand-ins.
Oh, damn. There you go. She said that.
But this first one that's up on our screen is a standout to me.
Up first is Bones.
I thought Bones might have won this week.
Yeah, all her looks were great. I feel like a big part of this was the Q&A portion, which was really fun. And it flowed so much better than the Slaysian Royale. It was quick, it was snappy. The queens did so good with it.
But I didn't care for Plain Jane.
I didn't either. I didn't understand why.
I thought she was more like...
one person is going to be antagonistic. You know?
She was
like,
very,
it wasn't fun like the other girls were. It was just being mean.
Yeah, she was literally just...
And the girl that won the challenge basically won because she put up with Plain Jane and she fought against her appropriately.
Yeah, but I live
like, that's why she won.
I can't wait to see what Bones does this season.
This runway with the puffy pants. that silhouette is incredible.
The entrance for me.
Entrance. The best part of it, though, is before she takes off that coat. That coat, the fit of that coat was incredible.
Everything about it to me was just like...
She was really bad at the Q&A. She's Crystal Versace's sister, and you could see some of that early Crystal energy where she was a little nervous. So hopefully she warms up.
I still thought she looked sickening.
She did. Absolutely.
I think her Q&A knocked her out.
Next week is a design challenge, but we're going to see a lot of comedy on the UK.
Yeah, but we're also going to see a lot of looks.
And she's going to be great for that. Up next is Bonnie and Clyde.
Also, another one of my fave looks-wise. Like, the entrance look, I was like, oh, yes, ma'am. Like, she just looks like... Fully together, decadent. Sophisticated lady.
Over the top.
Camp drag.
Yeah.
She knows what she's doing.
I thought it was a cow, too, but I still liked it. A dog or Dalmatian, I don't care. Or dog.
She could have made that up right there. I don't know, because I thought her interview was good. Whether it's a cow or a Dalmatian, I still think it's sickening.
That was my favorite out of the three. Her runway was my least favorite.
Her entrance look was... Yeah, I didn't care for the runway. Her entrance look just so... It was so intricate.
Yeah.
And well made. And then, of course, she was talking to the other girl, because it's too early for me to remember all their names. The young lady that had on the red that she works with. And she was like, oh, yeah, she plays the violin. She was like, she plays the violin.
Yeah.
I play the skin flute. And I was I was like, that's pretty funny.
I remember thinking, too, from the Meet the Queen, she was one that stood out in terms of, like, being, like, just having it all together.
I can't remember. Is she one of the older queens?
I mean, there's no one older on this season, I don't believe. I think
not too old. I believe
like 30s.
She was like my age. Because everybody was like 26, 27.
Right, I know. This cast is like the youngest, probably in
They all grew up on Drag Race.
So she's probably 30 and the oldest.
Yeah.
The first queen ever from the Republic of Ireland. Like, we've had queens from the north of Ireland, which is a separate country, part of the UK. She's the first queen from...
I feel like she also has, like, this split accent that, like...
But it's really easy on the ears.
Yeah,
Because a lot of them are... Like Catrin feelings. She was the first girl to come in. I'm like, oh, my ears need to adjust because I do not understand a word. Speaking of the devil, she's up next. I thought she was really fun. I loved her. I do love her accent. And she's very charming. I couldn't believe she was in the top 3.
Why was she in the top 3? Because her entrance look...
It's cute.
Basic.
But it's not... Doesn't tell me anything.
Her... what did they call it? The Brit Gala?
I didn't like that.
When Ru... First of all, when you walk out and Ru says something
Foreskin.
about... No, Ru said a sleeping bag. Michelle said foreskin.
The runway is not my taste either.
I wouldn't buy none of it.
But I do find her charming. I do like her.
She is very charming.
I could see her
good energy.
doing
I did like that.
Up next is Grande. Now, she was all over the place because that runway, I love that.
Yeah, her runway was sickening.
I was like, I want to be there.
Her entrance look.
That was definitely the weakest.
The weakest entrance look?
Well,
absolutely not.
I'm talking about out of hers.
Oh, out of hers? Yeah, she went in reverse.
Yeah.
So she warmed up. She came in and she's like, okay, I'm chai tea latte. We're going to start off at a room temperature.
She does kind of look like a drink in the second one.
And then she was like, okay, let's heat it up a little bit. And then she was like, all right, let's bring this to a boil.
But what I thought was so fierce about the runway was before she even tells me, starts telling us what it's supposed to be, you can already see it's Thailand meets the UK perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, it was brilliant. It was so good.
I loved it.
And it looked so expensive.
I liked her personality more than anything in her when she entered the workroom.
Up next, she actually definitely had the best beat. Her beat was incredible.
Oh, yeah, she looked
in the workroom when she was talking to the other girl with the beanie, I'm like, why does she look more beautiful in a beanie out of drag? But the beat was just stunning. Elle Vosque.
What are we on? Like, out of all the franchises, we're on like season 500 and something, right? Like, these poor...
And what way are their poor girls?
Their entrance commentary, or they're like...
Oh, the bit, yeah.
I'm like, some of these were rough. And for me, hers coming in was rough when she was like, UK Drag Race? I do. I would have liked it better if she'd have pulled out a ring pop.
That would be really cute. I don't know. Hers didn't bother me. It didn't stand out as one that...
it wasn't
But yeah. I feel like UK queens typically it works more often than most.
I liked it. It wasn't bad.
I'm never a fan of a queen in a wedding dress. However, it was casual enough and she looked beautiful that it didn't bother me.
She was gorgeous.
I did not like her Brit Gala. I'm just not a fan of like this 80s throwback, and I just don't feel like it's modern enough. She basically won because of the question, but they praised all the looks.
I'm going to say right costume, wrong category. Like, I think I would have liked it for something else, not this.
I don't think I would have. I loved the hair on her runway. And then the look, I think, to me it felt like it was a design challenge look. It would be amazing for that. But I don't think the look was, I think it could have been more elevated.
It could have been more elevated.
Little car visors.
Okay.
Don't get hot in there.
That's what I was thinking of. I was like, this doesn't look like, I don't know, it's just not very flattering.
No, and she's short. She could have definitely just cut that up higher, and make that the crotch part not be so down low. That needs to be up higher.
That's what's bothering me.
Up next, Nyongbella. I loved her little voice. I thought she was so cute.
I thought it was so annoying.
You did?
I couldn't stand it. And I think she's delusional.
I thought she was a precious. I thought she was really cute.
I think she reminds me of some of them delusional baby queens that be running around the city, and they think...
She is a baby queen.
And they think they are the ticket.
I'll tell you what, though. Besides, there was a couple girls, like Bonnie and Elle, that we just looked at. The workroom beat, when she walked in the workroom, she had one of the best beats. I don't think the makeup looked as good on the runway.
It definitely did not.
No, it
did not look good on the runway.
But her entrance, she looked amazing.
Her
legs were sickening.
Her legs were sickening. I love a beautiful chocolate girl, so I was living for her when she walked in. Her voice I was like, oh, girl. This is one of those love it or hate it.
Yeah.
But she was pretty when she walked in. Then we get to the Brit Gala. I don't know. It
doesn't do anything for me.
I just felt like it was a cop-out look.
She just is giving princess. I liked her entrance the most, and it kind of went down because the Big Ben.
Because throw the runway away.
The headpiece was like, okay, well, that's something. That's a start. And then, like, the rest wasn't...
it didn't go together. Wasn't cohesive.
Yeah.
What's happening around these ankles?
This is why I felt like... Because the voice with the fact that, like, look at her little legs, crooked inward.
Okay.
Like, that's how I feel like you can tell that's genuine. Because, like... She walks like that.
But I think
girls that talk like that walk like that.
I think
it's
she's
just
really
cute.
I think her friends have hyped her up, and she has now realized that she is a small fish in a very big pond. Because I think her friends have hyped her up to make her feel like she is the grand Madame Diva.
I don't think she had that attitude at all.
I felt like that. I think she thinks she's better than what she is.
I didn't see that. Next, Page 3.
Page 3 was that girl.
I love the Gala look. That was incredible.
She was arrogant until somebody else, because she was like, I made this look, until somebody else walked in with a better look.
At the entrances, they kept cutting to her, and she wouldn't say anything, but she's just going... Like, she was definitely judging the girls. She reminds me so much of Sminty Drop from just a few seasons ago on UK. Like,
but
identical.
Her mug's pretty. Like, I think she's pretty.
Yeah, no, I mean, that tie look was incredible.
I think
that's the runway look. That should have been the runway look.
Her and Bones, so far, like, overall, are two of my favorites.
I know people really like her, but I like that look, but this runway look, I've seen that to death. And I feel like it was a cop-out to put... Like, the hometown look, you just put a picture of it on the top of the hat.
Yeah.
We've seen this done, and we've seen it done better. I did like the Barbarella for the entrance, though.
But I live for her Brit Gala.
Yeah, I mean, that is enough to at least be... Because she didn't win the challenge, but that's enough to be talked to, like, call out. Because it was... Might be the best one in terms of that. And she
talked about, her Pamela Anderson reference. And, like, I don't know. I think she's somebody to watch in this competition. I think
I agree.
Really, really good.
I definitely agree.
I don't know what it is about her name that I just love. Page 3.
She's Sasha Colby's daughter.
Yeah. I think I'm excited about it.
Up next, she was in the bottom 2. It's Pasty. The black panty on the entrance was... And she kept showing it to us.
That's all you're going to talk about?
Well, that's the first thing I'm going to talk about. That's the first thing that happened.
I couldn't tell. They said it was a pizza. I thought it was a taco.
I thought it was a calzone.
Then she reveals this makeup, and then her Peg Bundy wig she had on.
The Gala look. I mean, if she hadn't told me that she was doing Psycho, I would have never guessed that.
I would have never in a million years guessed that. And she couldn't keep up with...
She got to keep picking it up.
No, but I'm talking about she couldn't keep up with, like, the interview. Like, it was like, what's happening? I was uncomfortable.
I don't even remember hers.
It was uncomfortable.
They went so fast, it was hard to remember them. Like, unless they were... I guess she was in the bottom, but... Like, yeah, if this didn't have the shower curtain things on the arm part, like, there's nothing about this that would give me...
And it doesn't even look like it fits right.
No, it looks baggy. The runway, I didn't mind.
Just when I thought it couldn't. You did... Arts and crafts. Arts and crafts. Mama had sat there and paper mache'd. This was the first time in her life she ever glued her eyebrows down. Oh. This was the first time she ever applied blush.
I thought it was cute. We've never had this many sexy queens. There's a lot of sexy queens in this cast.
I think there's like sexy and comedy.
Camp. But they're like starkly different. There's almost a divide.
Yeah.
It's very clearly you're in the camp category or you're in the sexy category, and there's no overlap. But there's far fewer camp girls.
I really enjoyed the umbrella.
The umbrella was nice, too. It was really well done.
That was all I enjoyed.
I think that this queen should have been in the bottom 3, for sure. Like, over some of the other girls, because she was boring, especially on the runway.
She was boring on the runway. I did really like her entrance look.
Overall, her looks are interesting, but the way she moves in them is just like... She's like Willow Pill, but with a pearl walk.
But also, she was an early entrance, so I think that I liked it even more because, like, I didn't have much to compare it to at the time.
And she was wildly different than the rest.
She was. I did not like the other two looks. I didn't like the Brit Gala, and I didn't like her runway, but I did enjoy...
The way she modeled the runway, I thought was enough to be her put in the bottom. She was going... Like, she was almost, like, doing it sarcastically.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting the vibes that I was... Like, that the looks are...
Because especially from her entrance, I was like, oh, I'm really going to enjoy her.
Like, all these looks, I think I would love if she modeled them and sold it to me.
I don't think I would love that.
The one without the eyes and she couldn't see where she was going, that's just bad setup. You did that to yourself. Up next, Silllexa Diction.
Remember when I was talking about... Page 3 and... how cocky she was about her sewing skills in the beginning. Uh-huh. I got her and this one confused. Uh-huh. This is who came in and talked about her sewing skills. And she was like, yes, I made this. And then... but if you look at it, the ass on it is lopsided. It doesn't sit correctly. And it's poorly made. It's not like...
I thought it looked great. And I love...
It looks good, but it's not well made.
The way those breasts jiggled just
now
took me out. That was really, like...
They had jiggled.
Through the fabric perfectly.
She made me want to go back to the doctor.
And her gala look was fierce
Gala look was... I loved...
Like...
Oh, it was just elegant.
I was like, so she's going to be the girl that's 10 out of 10s for every category. And then the runway came.
Yeah, I feel like we could really see that on the Met Gala.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was
incredible.
stunned.
It was incredible.
But then...
Like, she was a showstopper to begin with. And then the runway was, like, the biggest letdown, unfortunately. And the way she had it covered up and then she revealed, it was like, you didn't need to do that.
What is with these girls in these sleeping bag patterns?
Right, that fabric.
That fabric and the puff and the... They must have a plethora of puffy coats they need to get rid of.
2 out of 3 were amazing, in my opinion.
No, absolutely.
Like, she's got more good than bad, so, like, I'm hoping that this runway was a one-off.
I wouldn't say entrance look was amazing, but it was really good.
She came in and I was like, okay, this girl's... Okay, here's one that, like, makes me feel comfortable.
It reminded me of the... I don't know if this is what she was going for when she did it, but it kind of reminded me of... Remember that photo shoot that Kim Kardashian did? Yeah, I can't remember. Was it champagne glass?
The ass, yeah.
That's what it reminded... Like, it seems like
it's like that, but almost reversed in some type of way.
Yeah. So I was kind of getting
her shape. Like, that's the thing at that entrance. Like, that's like if Jessica Rabbit wore that. The way that her waist looked.
I'm not saying it's bad, but it just could have been better constructed.
I didn't see that, but I understand. Next is Tayris Mongardi.
This was the absolute worst entrance look I've ever seen in my... Maybe not in all of Drag Race.
I was going to say, it's definitely not.
Now, I will this mountain. This was the absolute worst makeup I have ever seen on an entrance look in Drag Race history. Because she didn't have any on.
Well, she had no highlight, she had no contour, she had just foundation. And she had no eyelash on either. Like, the lash she had on, if she had one on, was way too small. I definitely didn't like the entrance look, and the makeup was driving me crazy, but I'm so glad RuPaul told her. What's so frustrating about it is what needs to be fixed is so simple. Adding highlight, adding a little contour, adding dimension.
Contour, blush.
And I hope she comes with a bigger lash, too. They didn't say that, but, as long as we get the other stuff. Because it's such a simple fix.
It made me so mad.
Because the other 2 looks are great.
And I was like, she did this on purpose.
What do you mean?
That makeup was on purpose. She didn't run out of time. She meant to look like that.
That's the thing is, like, at the club, I guess that works for her.
No, it don't.
I used to just have a full white beat. Just a ghost.
Mm-mm.
And I got away with it because I did characters.
It do be working for the character. I did enjoy her Brit Gala look.
I still use contour and stuff, but, I was a lot more.
I enjoyed her Brit Gala.
Yeah, it was a beautiful gown. Now, she was in the bottom because she
interview was rough.
Because she, wouldn't stop responding to everything Pearl said. Like, there's times where Plain was mid-sentence, and she would have something to say about every word that came out of her mouth. If she took a pause, she got to talk about it.
Okay, I didn't hate her runway.
I love the runway, but they pointed out you're a pufferfish. You could do that for any city that has an aquarium.
Hair.
Huh?
I really loved her hair.
I didn't like how it was over her eyes. She's from the city that all the girls from her city always go home first. That's why she's crying untucked, because, she's like, it's gonna happen again. Finally, in terms of the looks, it's Viola. These are fine.
Yeah.
Didn't stand out to me, but
yeah, Viola's the one that plays the violin. She was real cocky coming in.
She was like... No one can do the violin.
No one can play the violin or sing like me.
And she was acting as if the violin is required for Drag Race.
I'm ready to hear this bitch sing.
Right. She was also acting as if she's the only drag queen that does the violin. We've seen Thorgy do it on Drag Race already.
Yeah, because didn't she say no drag queen on Drag Race has ever played the violin?
Well, she said no one played the violin and sang.
If she gets up here and can't sing.
She was on Queen of the Universe.
I didn't watch that.
She was on the season I didn't watch, season 2. I did hear from the Patreon members during the chat that she was definitely the villain on Queen of the Universe.
So, I could see her being the villain. Correct. She came in very, very cocky.
I also did not like her eye makeup. I would like that if the rest of the makeup made sense with it.
She was mid to me.
That lip sync was rough.
I would have sent them both home.
Instead, it was a double save.
Me off again.
They knew they were going to do this bit with the cow and all that. First of all, also, I don't think I said this in the video. When I saw that cow, I don't know why, but I literally scream as if Laganja dropped out the floor. There was something about that glittery cow, because the cow was beautiful. It was well designed.
I do like the dimension and aspect that they've added to it.
The twist is over. They used it in the first episode. I don't think it's happening every week.
Maybe
It's
not
like
every
the-
week, but I do like it. It was like the what they do last season.
Beaver, the Golden Beaver.
Nobody won that lip sync. Let's be very clear. And the fact that I had to go from this streaming service to another streaming service to
'cause you watched it on
watch
YouTube.
it, and I said, I just did all that to watch this
Because you were watching it on YouTube before. And they cut it off at the lip sync?
right at the lip sync. I mean, right at the lip sync. And said,
They said you got to pay to watch that.
yeah.
That is kind of funny. I like the dynamics of this group, though. Like, I think it's intriguing as a season because it feels so different than any other UK season. We've never really had, like, a majority of the group be, like, more sexy. They've been getting younger and younger every season, which is frustrating.
The oldest that I caught while they were doing the entrances was 32. But this was such a split of like girls who seem like they're really established in their craft. They know what they're doing. They're in it to win it. And then there's some girls who are like, I'm just happy to be here. I'm glad I made the show. We already done started off episode 1 and nobody went home.
Right.
Let's not keep this pattern.
Right. I see, and this is why I wish they would have just had the top 2 lip sync for the win, and then use the twist later. Like, if you're gonna use your cow twist in episode 1, I don't know. It just feels like, all right, well that's over. That was fun, I guess. I just learned about it 2 seconds ago. Now it's over. Now it's time to take a look at our YouTube thanks. And up first, Carlos is really excited about Drag Race España's new season. As for Slaysian Royale goes, been enjoying the ride, but this week really highlighted the flaw in the casting. They clearly stacked it with the Filipino queens. I mean, yeah, this is something I've been saying since we heard about the rumored cast like a year ago, but every time this has come up since then, when people are like, it's produced.
We're to the top 5 with 1 international left.
Right, but also, like, the season was cast that way in terms of how people did and how successful they already were at Drag Race, and so that's kind of how it's played out again. So it's not been a surprise, but yeah, I totally agree with you, and I've been saying it. They definitely need to not cast all early outs. Anitra for the U.S., she would be perfect for this. Just bring Angeria and Juju back in.
Oh, Gia
Gun would be fun. Ooh.
And you know, I don't even like her, so.
But she would be so fun up in there.
She does make good TV.
She really does. Yeah, but, and then, like, Canada has Aurora Matrix runner-up. Amazing. Like, there's people they could have picked that could have been strong contenders. Not all the franchises have that, but the U.S. and Canada definitely had some they could pick. Even UK has some really strong ones.
They could have called Fifi O'Hara.
Moving on. Hello, Mera and the Mangled Squad. To start off, I think I know why Fabrielle doesn't like Venus. This episode, people have kind of like, when Fabrielle said she didn't like her a couple weeks back, it was very shocking to me, and I didn't understand, but now people are like, Fabrielle was right!
Are you saying that she read the future?
We'll have to bring her in and ask her. It is her birthday soon, it is like her season.
Don't remind me, Lion-ass Libra season.
Oh, damn. I haven't experienced that.
Not
with my Libras.
Them September Libras are
She's
shocking.
October.
We're marked saved.
Well, I understand there's an edit. We weren't showing everything. Venus really showed her, so yeah. It just went on a little long, and it was just a little too much hate. So I understand. And I do agree that when it comes to, like, the witchcraft versus being religious attitude, that's when I feel like she did cross a line. And that's what I said last week. I was like, now you sound crazy, girl. Like, I was on your side and I understood where you're coming from.
Delulu now.
And now you sound crazy, so it didn't work out. But it's not looking good for Venus to win, you know, because she's not getting a winner's edit for sure.
No.
But people keep acting like these things are revelations. I've had my opinion from the beginning. However, Brigadine has come out of nowhere and is making me nervous, having 4 wins in a row.
And Kiana's letting me down.
Right. But now... Also, we didn't even talk about that. They changed the format to be lip syncing. Like, they're not. It's not all stars anymore.
Lip syncing for the win.
It's to regular season rules, which is so weird to switch it up.
But they've done that at All Stars before.
Not midway through a All Star season like that. Which one?
I'm trying to remember which one. I know that this has happened before. Like, once you get to the top 5.
All Stars 10. They just did it. Yeah, the last 2 challenges. That's 2. But I hated that too. Well, let us know what you think about everything that occurred on the premiere of UK Season 7 and Slaysian Royale. And if you're excited for España Season 5. I have one last thing to say today. Glad you got to see us. Bye! All right.